Hi guys. The long-awaited unsealing of documents in the Richard Allen case relating to the murders of Abby and Libby in the Delphi case has happened. It's happened today, and there's a whole bunch of documents that are downloadable in a Google Drive. I've had a look through some of them are really short. I'm sure some of them will be interesting. And the document that everybody's talking about right now is this one. Richard Allen confesses to his wife about killing Abby and Libby. So much of this document reiterates what was in the arrest warrant. Okay, we'll start here. Charges were filed against Richard M. Allen on October 28, 2022 for 2 counts of murder. Once Richard Allen was taken into custody, he was moved to Westville Correctional Facility, and I believe that he's moving to Cass County Jail. There's a document in that Google Drive which says so. He's been in said facility since November 2022. When Richard Allen entered the facility, he was placed in the segregation unit for his protection. In the segregation unit, his cell is equipped with a video recorder which records his activities within the cell. There are also logs indicating when Richard Allen leaves the cell and for what purposes. He is also being seen by medical providers and mental health specialists to evaluate his physical condition and monitor his mental health. Richard Allen also has the ability to use a tablet in his cell and send text messages, make phone calls and listen to music. Upon Richard Allen's arrival to the facility, he was placed on suicide watch because of certain statements he made about harming himself. Throughout his stay, his mental health improved to the point that he was taken off suicide watch. He was also participating in recreation time and beginning to exercise. The facility reports that he was doing well and they had no issues or concerns. His day-to-day demeanour was that he was quiet, read a lot of books, did crossword puzzles and exercised daily. Then, on April 3rd, 2023, Richard Allen made a phone call to his wife, Kathy. In that phone call, Richard Allen admits several times that he killed Abby and Libby. Investigators had the phone call transcribed, and the transcription confirms that Richard Allen admits that he committed the murders of Abby and Libby. He admits several times within the phone call that he committed the offences as charged. His wife, Kathy, ends the phone call abruptly. Soon after, attorneys for Richard Allen filed an emergency motion to modify safekeeping order. In that motion, the defence states that Richard Allen's mental state has declined because Westville Correctional Facility is unfit and he should be moved. Defence also makes allegations that his mental health has declined to the point where Richard Allen has been deprived of his constitutional rights to assist in his defence. Further, defence alleges that his mental capacity has declined because of his incarceration at Westville. Defence has also challenged that his treatment is unconstitutional. Soon after, investigators were made aware by the warden of Westville that Richard had begun to act strangely. This is weird. He was wetting down paperwork he had gotten from his attorneys and eating it. He was refusing to eat and refusing to sleep. He would go days on end refusing to sleep. Well, doesn't your body just shut down? Doesn't your body just sleep regardless of how much you fight it? He must have been sleeping a bit. Anyway, he further brought the tablet that he was using for text messages and phone calls. He went from making 2 phone calls a day as of April 3rd to not making any phone calls. To date, Richard Allen still has not made a phone call since April 3rd. April 14th, Richard Allen was evaluated by 2 psychiatrists and 1 psychologist to discuss his turn in behaviour and whether or not there was a need for involuntary medication. The panel would also discuss moving Richard Allen to a different facility that has a psychiatric unit. From that meeting, it was determined that Richard Allen did not need involuntary medication and that he did not need to be moved to another facility. Since that meeting, Richard Allen has begun to eat again, has begun to sleep. His behaviour has begun to return to what it was prior to making the admission on April 3rd, 2023. Interesting. And here is this document, Supplemental Order of Safekeeping. So, Francis Gull, Special Judge in the above captioned case, orders the Indiana Department of Corrections, through his commission, to transport defendant Allen to Cass County Jail, Cass County, Indiana, and release defendant Allen to the care and custody of the Cass County Sheriff Edward Schroeder. Defendant Allen shall remain in the care and custody of the Cass County Sheriff at the Cass County Jail pending resolution of this cause. No date on it though. Yeah, interesting. So, declining mental health, massive loss of weight, eating paper but nothing else. All the actions of a guilty man? Yeah, I think so.